Welcome to AlphaCars and Motorcycles. Specifically today, Ural motorcycles. We have this amazing bike that is ready to be en route to the next owner. This is a sold motorcycle, but don't feel bad. We have more. Just visit alphacars.com to learn about these bikes. We have all available inventory, and you'll be able to see all the details about this bikes and the pricing right on our website. And then we also have a separate, completely separate e-store where you can find all the accessories. You can accessorize your Ural, or if you're considering getting a new Ural, you will be able to see pricing for accessories. And there are hundreds of them. In fact, we're over 1,000 e-store items, mainly for Ural motorcycles, and you're going to see a lot of cool things. So when you check out pricing, you'll be able to check the price parts only or with installation by our Ural motorcycle technician. Now back to this bike. This is a very exciting bike. You can see a stunning color combination. You see a lot of accessories, and many of them come standard right from the factory in this very special colorway. You can see fit and finish, and the quality of paint is absolutely amazing. I have another refined vehicle on the background that has an awesome and very exciting color. And the quality of this finish is on par with top European brands when it comes to cars and motorcycles. So definitely, if you haven't seen Ural, late model Ural in person, and if you were considering one for years or just starting to look into that, definitely check one out. We do these great videos where we will get into fine detail with the camera. You'll be able to see all the details. Like, for example, this bike has factory applied rust preventive treatment undercoating. This is done at the factory and before they applied the finish. So this is the same way that European manufacturers do that on their automobiles for the rocker panel protection, underbody protection. So on this bike, it's also done inside the tab, inside the sidecar. So you can see that right there, the cargo area. Check this out. This is very thick, very generous, very thorough finish. And then while on the subject of the cargo area, all Urals come standard with the touch-up paint. They come standard with the tonneau cover for the sidecar. We'll look at that in a moment. And it comes with a comprehensive tool set. And of course, your owner's manual is more than just an owner's manual. It's a shop manual. It's got all the service procedures, schematics, and diagrams. So that's all included in the base price. And this particular bike, we will link to our website. You'll be able to see what comes standard with it, and it's very, very, very generous. And then the owner of this bike selected to take it a step further, and we have installed some of the accessories that, we installed all of the accessories that they selected, but I think they're gonna do more as they learn about our e-store. So the driving lamps you can see here, they come standard with the gear up, and certainly with the Expedition trim, they come standard. The additional, these are metal. This is not plastic. The guards here you see, that was added. And a very popular item you see right here. These are our, we call them fork lights. And the beauty of that is when you are steering, they follow the direction where your bike will be going. So this is kind of almost like an active steering on a modern high-end vehicle. And another element of improved lighting we have here is the upgraded headlamp. It's upgraded to the glass lens. It's an H4 lens with an LED bulb. So we're going to turn these on. You can see that. We're going to turn on. Oh, and a part of the running light, which is additional to on this bike, you can see the driving lamp right here. You can see it right here. And that is on with the headlamp. And then on a separate switch, we have the fork lights. And on a separate switch, you can see the sidecar lights. And then if we try to get a good look at how the bike looks on the road, look at this. This is pretty nice. Plenty of light. There are another lights we have available. You'll see them for the Urals. They go right here on the side of the headlamp, and that will bring another source of light, but this is plenty. While we're on the topic of electrical, let's turn these things off. And by the way, the bumper front sidecar lights on the bumper, they are wired independently of the ignition. This way, even when the bike is turned off, if you're on a campsite or if you just want anywhere you want the additional source of light, you can have that. And they draw 3 amps. It's not very much for the source of light, so which means you can run them for a little while even if the bike is not running. So on electrical, check this out. Here on the steering bar, the Expedition package comes with the power outlet. We actually upgrade the standard one to this one with QC Quick Charge 3.0. And there it is. It has its own machined aluminum powder-coated bracket, which matches the rest of the things. That is our upgrade that we offer at no charge when we assemble these bikes. And then when you turn the ignition on, this is controlled by the switch, and it also gives you the voltage, so you can always see what is your charging voltage, what is your operational voltage. And this cover has a little see-through window right there, so you'd be able to see that all the time. But the QC 3.0 is a very important upgrade because it allows a quick charge and it actually keeps the battery of your device healthier. So now, on the back of the bike, we do have, on this bike, we have the lighting protection, which is part of the Expedition package, and that's throughout all the lights on the bike. You can see this is a very heavy-duty all-metal, and of course the spectacular high-mount stainless steel exhaust where each inch of the weld is a piece of art. This is absolutely amazing how it is done. And then we transition to the sidecar. There's a rear bumper there. The rack, this is all color matched for this particular color scheme. And as we make our way to the sidecar, this is a very nice touch selected by the new owner of the bike. The handmade wooden dashboard. It doesn't really take away from the height because you still have plenty of room there. And then the new owner also selected these wooden slates for the floor. And these are made by Ural, and you can see there it actually has leather straps and wooden material. So that works very well with that. And then on the outside, it floats to the beautiful saddlebag that is all leather. This is really high-end quality. If you go to the luggage store, you would be surprised if it was listed for hundreds of dollars, just the way it's all made and the quality of the of everything and just the way it's designed, because it has these pins on the inside that slip into the bracket right here, and they come out, and then the bag can be used independently. So this is engineered by our team, and it's made here in the United States at the local machine shop. It's all powder coated, and then it matches the Ural sidecar contour, which is slightly curved. And then on this side, you have adjustable strap here, and you have these heavy-duty bushings that have metal base and the rubber grommet, and it's all integrated into the hard backing of the bag. And the bag itself is very, very high quality. All metal zippers and a nice side compartments. And here's the story of the company that makes it. And then on the inside, it has plenty of room. You can see right there. So this is an absolutely awesome bag, and we have it in black, and we have this brown color. So for this bike, the owner selected the brown color. I think this is an awesome choice with this color combination. And again, to install it is very, very simple. We're just going to align the pins on the bracket, push that on, and we're going to slip the pins here. We're going to find this little hole right there. So all I need to do is push that in on one side, and then do the same on the other side right here. And I now fully secured the bag, and there's a pocket on the side I see there, and plenty of room. So I personally use this, and it is actually just a great bag, just the way it's built, and it's heavy duty. It has a nice, very comfortable shoulder strap with a nice padding on the side. So, and this is adjustable too, so you can actually just have this open. You can open it this way. You can also adjust if you need a little more height this way, you can do that, and then you would basically just do it this way and do it this way. So now you can have a slightly taller bag. For example, if you have a laptop that doesn't just make that height, you can have another almost 3 inches, and this is still adjustable here. So very nice addition to an awesome Ural. So we have that. And the last thing we're going to show you on this bike is the sidecar seating. It is very, very comfortable on Ural motorcycles, but there's additional level of comfort you can introduce for your passenger, these armrests, because even though the Ural has fully independent suspension for the sidecar, when you go over bumps, it shakes a little bit. It's actually very, very comfortable. I've had people comment that it is much more comfortable than like a Jeep SUV or something of that character. It is just very, very comfortable. But still, when you rest your hands and you go over bumps, this makes it very comfortable. So as you can see, I have plenty of room, and this dashboard is beautiful. Here's a 12-volt outlet right in the dashboard. And we have a little slip-in dual USB 3.0 quick charge adapter. And then this is another circuit that we wire in, and there's a fuse box. So that is a fused circuit with the switch that could be used for future accessories. So, and the last thing we're going to do is we're going to take the Ural just outside. It's a beautiful fall day here in New England. So we're going to take this outside just around the building so you can get a feel for how it sounds and how it feels. And Justin, who's running the camera, we will invite him in the sidecar. So we settled on the bike and in the sidecar nicely. Ignition on. This bike actually is, we're going to do a fully cold start. It's been in the showroom. And we're going to start this. We're in first gear. It has plenty of torque. I don't have to worry about the throttle at this point. Oh, what a beautiful day. Very early shifts on Urals. They have plenty of torque. Engine has an enormous amount of torque. I'm in second gear at idle, and I can just give a little throttle. It takes off nicely. Yeah, the front brake is very powerful, 4-piston Brembo on a floating rotor. And then the foot brake operates the rear wheel and the sidecar wheel. And of course, if we're doing a Ural demo, reverse is a key feature. So I just put it in reverse. And if you ask, so how do you put Ural in reverse? There's a pedal right here. Here's my foot brake. I am in reverse now. If I want to go back to neutral, all I need to do this, and I'm in neutral. And if I squeeze the clutch and do this, I'm in reverse. What can you do in reverse? You can release the clutch and you can go in reverse direction. So let's have another look at this gorgeous bike now on the daylight. So just look at this stunning, attractive, contrast color combo. And it is a perfect combo for any season, but in the fall, it just really, really fits in nicely. So yeah, in the showroom, it wasn't as striking, but here on the sunlight, this is pretty amazing. Let's check out the side of the bike. And the new generation of Ural motorcycles, not only they have a really amazing refinements and improvements, one of them is the exhaust that we showed you. And not only it is a great appearance feature, but it also gives you an improved ground clearance, because there used to be 2 mufflers here, and that would be the first thing that would restrict how far you could go off-road. And even with those, you could go very far. But with those mufflers eliminated and having the high mount exhaust standard, it is definitely a very welcome feature. And check out the 2-wheel drive. So the 2-wheel drive is on demand, and you would use it in the low traction situation, because the 2-wheel drive system does not employ a differential, for a very simple reason that in the differential you lose traction. And when you lose traction in the differential, you'll have one wheel spinning, usually the one that has less weight. It would be the sidecar wheel, and it actually prevents, diminishes the ability of the vehicle, of the Ural, to propel through the off-road scenarios. So here, when you engage 2-wheel drive, it becomes pretty much a solid axle between this wheel and that wheel. So on the pavement, where you don't need this additional traction, you certainly would not engage that, because when you're turning, you wouldn't be able to slip at the contact point. But in the snow, in the mud, in the sand, wet grass, in the water, check out the video of Ural crossing the river. Now, that is how this system works, and it works brilliantly. So 2-wheel drive is a big deal, and it's the only motorcycle in production today that has a 2-wheel drive system. And one other very nice feature is the adjustable steering damper. We're going to show it to you real quick right here. So check this out. This is, I think, already 4th generation, and this is absolutely the very top shelf component. You can see it is a company from Italy, and not only it's a very reliable, but it's a very good one, and it's designed for Ural specifically. And if you see all the little how it's designed as far as joints, the little ball joints and the hardware, this is top-notch components. And yes, it has different clicks, and depending where you are, it introduces a different level of stiffness and reaction. So this would be the stiffer, and then you can start somewhere in the middle. So, and that's the Brembo brakes we mentioned. And also look at, again, at the engineering, design, and implementation, not to mention the top shelf components and the German shocks. Now, this is the casted control arm. There are no bushings. There are no flexible bushings. These are all bearings inside, so it's very, very rigid. And by the way, this bike has optional undercoating not only in the sidecar, but on the fenders as well. This is a must for any type of off-road environment, especially if you're going to operate it in the winter with the amount of salt that they put on the roads. So I'll take it just around the parking lot so you can see the bike in motion from outside. Yeah, this is the beauty of the sidecar. You can turn around, you can come to a stop. You don't need to worry about holding the bike. It's right there. Getting on and off the bike is very easy because you don't have to go to the ground. You can stay on the foot peg. Getting off the bike, getting on the bike is very, very easy. You can move around here. And by the way, one of the accessories we have is an air horn that is very loud and one of the best accessories on our e-store. And we're going to do one more road test with the camera in the sidecar, and we're going to show you how suspension reacts to little road imperfections. So we're actually going to get not an off-road, but just a little bit off pavement, and you'll see how comfortable and reliable the suspension is. So you can see that it's effortless. Obviously, this is not really anything like off-road that the bike is capable of. But just if we're gonna point the camera on the front suspension right there, and we're gonna slowly but go over a bump, and you can see how that leading fork suspension, how it absorbs a pretty good sized bump. And another huge and very important feature of this type of suspension is when you're slowing down with the front brake, the bike does not dive. It still stays parallel. It's almost unreal. So when we're not going to do any type of aggressive braking now, but anytime you slow down, even at the highway speeds, and you have to brake, yeah, there's very little diving. And the more aggressive you brake, the more straighter the bike stands. So we're going to turn off the bike. Thank you very much for viewing this exciting segment. I was waiting for this bike to get ready with accessories installations, and I was excited to share this bike with our viewers on YouTube. So thank you very much for viewing this video. Consider sharing, subscribing, and please let us know which videos you like the best by simply clicking that like button. My name is Dimitri, and until next time, thanks for watching.